So as you can see, Shakur Stevenson decides to hang it up for a small amount of time. I do believe he'll be back, just like Teofimo Lopez was back. This is Shakur Stevenson pretty much trying to get back at Bob Arum. But the one question that I would have for Shakur Stevenson is this. Why did you sign to Top Rank? The one question that I have for someone like a Bud Crawford, why did you sign to Top Rank? I think the modus operandi for black fighters, do not sign with Top Rank. If you black, you're better off signing with the PBC. I repeat, if you're black, you're better off signing with the PBC. You're better off signing with Floyd and Al Heyman. If you are a black fighter, do not sign with Top Rank. Now, Shakur Stevenson is retiring. Why is he retiring? Because big fights have evaded this man. First off, let's start with Pitbull Cruz, right? Somebody say he still can't believe it. Listen, he's not retiring forever. He's probably going to retire for a year or two. I mean, it is what it is. Boxers retire all the time. This ain't nothing new. They retire, they come back because of the fire, the hunger. You actually think he's retiring? Yeah, he's retiring for a small period. Boxers do this all the time. Floyd retired for like 2 to 3 years, and he came back. Sugar Ray Leonard retired. Well, he had the eye injury, but he retired and came back. It happens. Shit, Michael Jordan retired, even though that's not boxing. Hey, if y'all in here, Cam Z, I am Kez, Soul Negro, make sure y'all tap the screen. 7.5 inches is enough. Pause. Tap the screen, man, because that pushes the live. I appreciate y'all too. You know, I really, I wish they pushed the live without y'all having to do that, but it is what it is. So whenever y'all come in, make sure y'all tap the screen. Thank you. Now, Shakur Stevenson is retiring. First, let's start with Pitbull Cruz. Shakur should have fought Pitbull. Pitbull ducked him because of Shakur's style. Also, Shakur isn't bringing money. He's whooping people's ass, but he's not paying them good enough for them to really be able to accept the ass whooping with a smile, with a Coke and a smile. At least when you fight Tank Davis, you're going to get a nice little check. That's the way the guys look at it, even though they know they're going to get knocked out. Sugar Ray Leonard went away to avoid Hagler. Well, it was both. He didn't want to fight Hagler, and he had a fucked up eye. He boring, but he can beat Tank and Devin. Shakur Stevenson is not a boring fighter. You could say this. You could say he's boring to you, but you cannot say because he has a defensive style that he's boring. Defense is a part of the game. Everything is not all about who can knock somebody out. Boxing is called the sweet science, and Shakur is a scientist, and he conducts his experiments in a way that most people are incapable of doing. Do you know why a lot of people make fun of you when you take a step back in boxing? Most boxers' feet aren't fast enough to take a step back or to the side, so they have to take that hit. So when they say, "Oh, you're a runner," a lot of times they just jealous. Nah, he a boxer. He kind of boring, but not a brawler. I mean, if you think Shakur is boring, that's your take. Why would you fight a guy who runs for $1 and take a loss? At the end of the day, it's boxing. If you want to prove you the best, if Cruz really wanted to show that he's the best, he should have fought Shakur. If somebody's a runner, you're supposed to be a pressure fighter. It's supposed to be a perfect fight for you. You're supposed to cut the ring off, break his ass down. So many boxing counters, and they choose to run. They don't choose to run. It's called having footwork. Shakur's style ain't casual friendly. He's brilliant. Yeah, nowadays it's not casual friendly. A lot of these people, they don't know shit about boxing. They grow up watching football and basketball. But there was a time period when people actually appreciated defense. How do you retire when you ain't did shit? This is equivalent to a 19-year-old saying they retiring. Well, I think Shakur got $1 million to his name, not counting his money, but I think he should at least have $1 million to his name. So he could retire right now. The fuck you talking about? If you're 19 and you have the means to retire, do it. I'm done watching boxing, all these top fighters, and they find ways not to fight each other. Bob Arum is protecting Lomachenko from Shakur Stevenson. He's been doing it for years. Shakur and Bob are on the same side. Shakur and Loma have been on the same side of the street for years. Shakur has been calling Loma out for years, hasn't been able to get a fight. The only reason Bob took the fight against fucking Haney is because Bob thought Loma was going to win. Shakur and Loma sparred, and Shakur said he was taxing that ass in the sparring sessions. I'm telling you, man, like, I understand why he's retiring. Then he couldn't get the Navarrete fight. They say he's scared of Navarrete, but he couldn't get a Navarrete fight. Navarrete fighting some 2 or 3 time Olympic medalist instead of fighting Shakur. Then he couldn't get a fight with Pitbull Cruz. All these dudes ducking this man. But you know what, Shakur? I understand your frustrations, but the only question I would have to ask you Why did you sign with Bob Arum? Terrence Bud Crawford, why did you sign with Bob Arum? Anybody who has black skin, whether it's light skin, brown skin, or dark skin, why do y'all Negroes keep signing with Bob Arum? We have to accept what Bob is. Why do you believe this? Why do I believe what? Listen, Shakur is going to retire for probably a year or two. He'll be back. Yo, Princess Shakur is scared of Navarrete. Navarrete, the fight that Shakur tried to make with Navarrete is not going to happen because Navarrete is lined up to fight somebody else. That's what's been in the headlines. I don't even know the motherfucking name. I thought Navarrete and Shakur were going to fight next. They were on a double hitter together. I thought it was perfect. Navarrete and Shakur were on a double hitter. So I was like, okay, they're lining them up to fight each other next. But nope, Bob said no. Bob, he understands. He wants to protect a lot of these guys. Plus, Bob is looking at the numbers and he's saying Navarrete is selling out more than Shakur. And then he looking at motherfucking Loma. Loma making more money than Shakur too. So Bob is like, I'm not going to allow you to beat on these guys who are bringing me in money. But Bob, as a promoter, he does a poor job marketing black fighters, in my opinion. Top Rank was the best. Shakur killed that fight versus Navarrete. How did Shakur kill the fight? He had one bad night. Do you throw a fighter out after one bad night? No. That's silly. How many of y'all had bad nights? Let me ask your girl, have you ever had a bad night? Or your wife, have you ever had a bad night? Did she throw you out? I mean, there's some girls that will throw your ass out after one bad night, but I'm just saying. You're not supposed to throw somebody out after one bad night. He threw himself out after one bad night, though. How did he throw himself out after one bad night? Y'all are being unrealistic. Y'all being unreasonable. Bro was fighting on a Wednesday night. Yeah, Bob Arum with them bullshit ass promote. Bro, Bob Arum had Terrence Crawford fighting at cookouts at the beginning of his career, man. Shakur has gambling and alcohol issues, inside source. A lot of these boxers got problems. Tyson Fury is the heavyweight champion of the world. Tyson Fury at any time could relapse. I don't know if you know his history, but Tyson was on that stuff. Tyson Fury was on that stuff. So a lot of boxers have these problems, man. David Benavidez, Pernell Whitaker. No, he's not done. Shakur will be back in a year or two. But he's done with them not giving him the fights that he deserves. At the end of the day, a lot of people are afraid to fight Shakur right now. Why don't he just move up? Yeah, he has to go. If he goes to 140, he'll get fights. That's a good point. Who said that? SRT Hood? Oh, no, it wasn't SRT. It was Kevin R. Hey, Kevin R., great point, man. The rest of y'all in the chat just bullshitting. And if you're in the chat, make sure you tapping that screen. Go watch Shakur versus Nakatila. You will fall asleep. Nah, I probably ain't gonna fall asleep. Shakur versus Devin, please. That's a great fight. Nobody's scared of a track star. If no one's scared of a track star, why do Pitbull Cruz turn him down? He's a runner, he's a track star. But Pitbull Cruz, he was scared of him. You don't want to cry right now, dying for Shakira's honor. Oh, that was at Enrique. He needs new management. Thank you. Hey, Tanya. Thank you. He needs to go to PBC. If you bliggity black, carry your black ass to PBC. Stop signing with Bob Arum, bro. This don't make no damn sense. Y'all see how Bob do black fighters? Y'all maybe they be so broke at the moment that they just take any deal. They be desperate. But stop signing with Bob Arum. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to go sign with PBC. It's just that PBC, they be taking care of their fighters. Like, look at fucking, what's his name? Who's the last person that Floyd fought? Berto and fucking Robert Guerrero. Two people who asked Floyd whoop, right? They was on a pay-per-view. I think they was on a Benavidez pay-per-view. Nobody wanted to see that shit, but they got paid. That's called taking care of your fighter. When you're not even supposed to really be headlining shit, you're not supposed to really be even on the card, and they put you on the card, that way you can still get a nice little check on your way out of the sport. That's called love, great management. Floyd whooped Berto ass and Guerrero ass, and then he became their boss, and then he paid them money on their way out of the sport. It don't get no better than that. Damn. Carry your black ass over to PBC. PBC should stand for people of black and color. Because that's the only motherfucker. You black or colored, however you describe yourself. Carry your ass over to PBC. All Shakur has to do is go to 140. Why he been such a little girl? He should go to 140, but I don't think he been a little girl. You should get the fight. If you one of the best in the world, you should be matched up against the best in the... Y'all said Loma was #1 in the fucking world. Why is Loma ducking Shakur? Y'all say Loma is exciting. Y'all say Shakur is boring. Why is Loma ducking a quote-unquote boring fighter who's not that good in your eyes? Why is Loma fighting Cambosos? Who the fuck want to see that? He should just look for the KO more. He does try to look for the KO, but that's not his style. At the end of the day, look, a lot of y'all obviously don't box. A lot of power is God-given. So just because you're not a knockout artist doesn't mean you should just quit on the sport or you should try to force yourself to be something that you're not. Shakur Stevenson is a defensive maestro, a master of defense and distance and timing. Very, very beautiful fighter. He had one bad night, and Pitbull Cruz got scared. He said, I'm not fighting that brother. Keep his ass over there. Dun, 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 dun. No, Pitbull ducked this man, bro. I want to see that better than the Valenzuela. Did he actually retire? He probably retiring for a year or two. Shakur runs the whole fight. Boring fighter, no resume. He doesn't have a resume. That's true. If you say he runs, that's fine. But at the end of the day, why did Pitbull Cruz duck him? At the end of the day, why y'all not tapping the screen if you in the chat? At the end of the day, why was Shakur making his face like this? How do you know? How do I know what? How do I know that he's not retiring for life? Because boxers retire all the time. Teofimo Lopez retired. Floyd Mayweather retired. They bring their ass back. Manny Pacquiao retired. Let's be real, he said it for the views. No, he didn't say it for the views. He's pissed off because he's not getting the fights that he should be getting. Right now, people can mock him about his resume, but every time he tries to fight somebody, the guy pulls out of the fight. Well, Bob Arum doesn't make it happen. Once again, the only question I would have for him is, Shakur, why didn't you sign with PBC? Was they not looking for you? But Shakur contract about to be up soon, so he going to the PBC, baby. And it's going to be time to get a show on the road. When Shakur go with Al Haymon and them boys, it's over. His whole career going to turn over. And y'all remember that I said it. He fights kind of boring. What Shakur fights have you watched, Joe Star? I watched Shakur beat the brakes off Jamel Herring. No disrespect to Jamel Herring. He's a great commentator. But Shakur put that work on him. It wasn't boring. It was an exciting fight. Shakur ducked Haney. Yeah, you can say that he ducked Haney. I can't defend him on that. You can say that he ducked him. He should have took that fight, man. Not going to risk his career against Haney without making sure the payday secured. What you mean? Oh, you talking about why he didn't fight Haney? Oh. Well, him fighting Haney, and if he lost, that wouldn't be risking his career. Y'all allow the media to tell y'all that if a black fighter loses one time, their career is over. That would ruin boxing because the black fighters, on average, are the most talented. So why would you kick them out after one loss? Do you really want to see two people fucking in the middle of the ring with their hands up like this, just throwing punches at each other like Rock'em Sock'em? No elegance, no beauty, no athleticism, no footwork. Do y'all want to see that all day? No. The biggest fight of the year, the fight that made the most money of the year, was Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence. What's good? What's good, ma? What's up? What's up? But yeah, the biggest fight of the year was Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence. So the public has spoken. Y'all want to see Negroes and the many talents that they bring. So why do y'all keep trying to kick out black fighters just because they lose one fight? If Shakur were to lose to Devin, his career would not be over. His career would just be getting started. Maybe he could do a rematch and come back and win. Maybe he could learn from it and then face Devin a couple years later. It's much better for boxing if y'all could get over that. See, they try to condition y'all to do that, but at the end of the day, the public has spoken. The biggest fight of the year was Bud versus Errol. People want to see Negroes. Nothing to do with race, bozo. Everything has everything to do with race, man. Just because somebody taught you not to bring it up, that don't mean that I'm not going to bring it up. Canelo versus Benavidez will outsell that record. Yeah, but too bad Canelo doesn't want to fight Benavidez. So, I mean, I agree. Canelo and Benavidez will outsell Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence potentially, but Canelo doesn't want to fight Benavidez. So, boo fucking who? Everybody better say happy birthday tomorrow. You know I don't give a damn about my birthday, man. Appreciate you, though, cuz. As long as you tell me, you know what I mean, it is what it is. I used to think he could be the next pound-for-pound #1. I mean, if they're not giving you the fights, you're not going to be a pound-for-pound shit. How old? Shakur like 26, but he coming back, though. Oh, you asking how old I'm going to be? 55. Cruz probably didn't fight Shakur because of the purse difference. No, it's not the purse. Well, Cruz didn't fight Shakur because he was gonna lose and he wasn't gonna get properly compensated. Like when Cruz fought Tank, he was getting a big check. Shakur isn't a big enough pay per view star to where he could compensate you for the ass whooping. Now, if you somebody that's in a game and you just need crumbs, you'll take anything. You'll fight Shakur. Cruz is not gonna lose. Cruz is gonna get his ass whooped. They said they didn't want to fight because of the And I'm 57. We old, cuz. They said Cruz didn't want to fight because of the style. He said Shakur's gonna be running and all that. What does that mean? I'm not gonna be able to cut the ring off. He's gonna be outboxing me. His defense is gonna be too much for me. He's gonna embarrass me. That's what would happen. Shakur probably won't seriously retire till 34, and Tank and Haney never giving up their spot till they lose. That's facts. Give me Hitchens versus Shakur. That's a good fight too. Shakur or Tank. I'm taking Shakur over Tank, man. Oh, we got a guest. We got a guest. The real MVP. MVP was good, man.
What's good, my man? Uh, nah, man. Shakur's not retiring, man. We all know
Yeah, I knew
that.
that. He retiring for probably a year or something.
So we got to really think about it. So where's his income gonna come from? I'm not in the man's pockets, but
It
where's his
don't
income
matter.
gonna come
He
from?
made enough money. If he's defending his money good, he good.
You think he's made enough money?
He made enough money with. He make more money than the average American. Shit, he can sit on his. I know people who sitting on their ass right now, living off of government checks, SSI, all that, food stamps. Shakur should have enough money saved up to where he could chill out for a year or two.
I mean,
But,
yeah,
shit,
but when it comes to like, I mean, how long are we talking here? Like 10 years, 20 years,
you know
30 years?
damn well he not sitting out for no damn 10 years.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. But yeah, he's who. I mean,
He'll
he
be
doesn't. I
back in
think
a
he
year,
doesn't
he
want to
said,
fight
man.
with another nobody.
Look, he tried to get the fight with Navarrete. Navarrete, they ain't make it happen. He been begging to fight Loma for years. Loma has been running. The way that y'all call Shakur track star, Loma has really been a track star behind the scenes. Loma has been
I
uh
agree. I agree
Usain
with that
Bolt,
100%.
Johan Blake, all the motherfuckers put together. Tyson Gay, even all of them. What's that other motherfucker? Noah Lyles. Loma behind the scenes has been all of those black men combined, running from Shakur. Shakur called him out for 4 years. Only reason Loma fought Devin Haney because they didn't have a choice. Devin
Yo,
Haney
you
had
remember? Yo, you remember when he lost against Teofimo Lopez? He was crying. Remember that?
Loma.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind a person crying because they lost. It must suck to lose. It don't feel good to lose.
No,
I
that
don't want to
wasn't
cry because of a loss in no boxing ring, but
that
shit,
wasn't
maybe Loma was
T.O.
hurt. Maybe he was butt hurt. I don't know. Shit.
No, that wasn't T.O. He was crying against Devin, bro. He looked like he was gutted. Like,
I
No,
mean,
he
this
was
the
crying
thing
against.
though, man. He should have been crying when he took the first 4 or 5 rounds off.
yeah, that's
You think they
insane.
could rob him in Australia or what?
I don't know. Like that's one thing. I mean, that's one thing I've always been critical about Loma, because when I mean people keep talking about Loma. I mean, yeah, he's a chess master, but at the end of the day, bro, you got to accelerate and starting
Yeah,
your
he a
offense.
chess
It
master and
shouldn't
all
take
that, but
5 rounds, bro.
it's 36 minutes, so it ain't like chess, but you could take 4 or 5 hours for one move. You understand? You got
Yeah,
36
that's what I'm
minutes to get
saying.
the
Now Loma be doing stuff that other boxers usually don't do. He be making fighters quick, but when you go against dogs, you can't do that.
Yeah, it's cool.
There-
Loma's a great performer, man. I can't take nothing away from Loma. Loma is a very aesthetically pleasing boxer, very exciting boxer. A boxer with a lot of courage, a boxer that comes forward, a boxer with a lot of offense. But when Lomachenko fights a man that's larger than him, 9 times out of 10, he's gonna lose. And Shakur isn't even that much bigger than Loma, but he's been calling him out for 4 years. Why they ain't fight? Who should Crawford fight next? Crawford should fight Spence next. But if Spence takes too long, because Spence had to get eye surgery and shit, because they said he had cataracts, then Crawford should fight somebody where he can make some money. They said he might be fighting Canelo. I don't blame Crawford if he fights Canelo. I just think that it's a silly fight.
Yeah, y'all see the rumors about Jamal Charlo and Crawford as two opponents for this year.
Yeah, that's because Canelo don't want to fight no real competition in the twilight of his career. This is the end of his career, so he don't want to take no L's. He don't want to get stopped by Benavidez. That would be embarrassing for him, and that would be a dark cloud over his fan base.
He
Hey,
wants
hey,
to. He wants to fight
Somebody
guys
named
smaller than him.
Chester Cat or something. They liking the live. I appreciate that, man. They've been
You
tapping
said
that screen for a minute.
you said he wants to fight guys smaller than him.
Yeah, he needs to have some type of
Yeah.
advantage.
Let me tell you something too, man. I made a video calling Canelo Cheshire Cat. Thanks for liking the live. But I call Canelo the modern day Rocky Marciano. I called him the Great White Joke. And when I tried to upload the video, they made the whole screen black and shit. Try to ruin the views on the goddamn video. But that's all right, man. We're gonna keep on telling the people about Canelo. Yeah.
We had a conversation before on KJ when we was talking about Roger Jr. and all that. I told you why I got tired of Canelo because of Benavidez. Look, I want him to fight Benavidez. I'm tired of it. He need to say something.
No,
He
he not
does,
gonna. I
bro.
keep doing, man. He ain't
But
gonna
that's
fight
what I'm saying.
Benavidez,
Like I'm
man.
tired of it, bro. Benavidez is coming. All right. It's a difference in being a great boxer and a great fighter. Two different
No,
things.
Benavidez could do both, but listen, Canelo doesn't have to fight him, so he won't never fight him. It is what it is.
That's what
It's
I'm
like he
saying.
don't
That's
want
why
to.
I'm tired of Canelo.
It's like he don't want to pass the torch or something. Like De La Hoya had to, he had to fight Chavez. Chavez passed the torch. Fernando Vargas, I think, fought De La Hoya. You know what I mean? It's like he don't want to pass the torch to
Shit,
Benavidez.
Floyd tried to pass the torch to Canelo, but Canelo got that ass whooped. So
Right,
Canelo has
right.
never really been a guy when it comes to the torch passing. Like Floyd tried to pass the torch to Canelo, Canelo wasn't ready. Now it's time for Canelo to pass the torch to David. He want to hold on to the torch. So he's never been a guy with that wants to let this torch shit go smoothly. He didn't do his job against Floyd as a 23-year-old young man, young gun, and now he don't want to do his job as an older man in the game and get a young gun a shot. Even though Floyd gave him a shot, so it just shows you the character of somebody like a Canelo.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. It's always a great fight. Like when you're a great fighter, bro, it's always like towards the tail end of your career,
Big Chico, thanks for the gifts.
it's always a young gun coming up that they want to see you fight so you could prove that age ain't really, it's really your skills. It's nothing to do with age. So Canelo got to do
Yeah,
it just like Floyd did.
yeah, but Canelo don't have the skill level of Floyd and the self belief that Floyd had. He just doesn't. And there's no disrespect. Canelo's an all time great, but Floyd was 36. He jumped in the ring with a Canelo Alvarez that had all of that power. You know what I mean? A Canelo Alvarez, Canelo was undefeated at the time, but Canelo had been a world champion. Floyd jumped in the ring with a young man and schooled him, took his ass to Floyd Mayweather University. And Canelo
And,
been in that school ever since. He never really graduated for real because he have fast enough feet to really graduate, like how Tank Davis graduated, like how Kermit Moen is gonna graduate. So it is what it is, man.
I think, I think,
I never really was a Canelo fan like that even early. I remember when he fought Josecito Lopez. He bodied. I mean, Josecito Lopez was way smaller than him, bro. I'm all like, really? And then now people not. You see, this is the argument I don't like with Canelo. Canelo defenders. When he fights Floyd Mayweather Jr. Now all of a sudden, oh, he was too young. I'm like, bro, he got over 40 fights. Why y'all keep making excuses? He took
Yeah,
the fight.
Canelo is 23 years old. There's been men
Yeah,
who've been
that's
champions
not young.
younger than that. Floyd was younger than when he became a champion. Ali was younger than that when he became a champion, and he went up
That's what
against
I'm saying. I'm all like, why are
Larry.
people making
Who
these
that other
excuses for
motherfucker
Canelo?
back in the day? Who the dude? He wasn't one of the four kings, but he fought with the four kings. He became a champion as a damn teenager. They called him El Radar or something like that.
I
I
don't
can't
remember.
think of his
You
name.
talking about the Four Kings era with
Yeah,
Sugar
the
Ray
four
Leonard
king, but he
and
wasn't a four king, but he fought all of the four kings. And he had great defense. He was known for his defense. They used to call him El Radar. But I can't think of his name right now. But anyway, El Radar was like 18 or some shit when he was a champion. Like 18, like these all that 23 years old is a kid. Come in boxing, that's not a kid. In boxing, that's the most dangerous. Yeah, Benitez. It's a Wilfred Benitez. Benitez, teenager, champion. Nobody said they didn't say no. You too young for this fight. It's business, man. Don't nobody want to hear that shit.
and he was unified at the time. He had two belts at junior middleweight.
Oh, you talking about Canelo?
Yeah, he beat Austin
Yeah,
Trout.
that
Austin
motherfucker
Trout
was
beat Cotto.
unified. Then he got a hellified ass whooping.
I think Bud should do that too,
yo,
though.
one boxer I've been watching that's been that I'm a real fan of, is that Japanese boy in Norway. When I was watching that Stephen Fulton fight. Fulton was scared to throw a punch, destroyed him.
We got somebody
Hey
commented. Hey,
man,
Canelo fought four
I
times.
broke down NUA versus Marlon Tapales on Patreon. Anybody who interested, sign up for the Patreon. Go check it out. Anyway, he real good, but anyway, is a guy that's like he's more athlete than boxer, but he can box. Like I don't know if y'all understand what I mean by that. None of
Fulton
them
was a
fought
good
Have
for no
Fulton
anybody?
was a
reason.
good win, but he's not. Inoue is not number one pound for pound. I don't think.
No, no, Crawford has. Anyway, for whatever he doesn't have anybody that's really that looks to be on his level to where as though you could credit him to be number one in the world because he beats him. Like Crawford, he beat a legendary historic welterweight in Errol Spence. People try to act like Errol ain't shit now, but Errol, I think he was the second longest reigning welterweight in the division. He had 3 belts. He had dominated all the top competition and almost every fight, especially before the car crash, he put on. So Terrence Crawford beat a legendary fighter, a legendary welterweight. You understand? That's why Terrence Crawford, for that performance, and he dominated him. That's why he's number one pound for pound. Anyway, hasn't really had a dance partner, and it's a shame that Anyway doesn't weigh more. If he was really a lightweight, then shit could get on and crack because then we could see him against the Tank Davises, the Shakurs, even
Yeah.
somebody like a Pitbull Cruz. But the dude, motherfuckers he fighting now, boy, shit, he gonna keep on dominating.
And I was gonna say he's like Crawford beat somebody else on a pound for pound list. Earl was in the top 5 pound for pound list. Anyway,
Yeah,
that dude he just beat, I don't even know who that is, bro.
yeah, Marlon Tapale. Yeah, that was Pacquiao cousin or some shit. Hey, make sure y'all tap the. Make
Yo,
sure
KJ,
y'all tap the
KJ,
screen,
what you think
man. So
about
Nico,
Noah?
thanks for liking the live. Make sure y'all liking this live, baby.
Nah, that's a
KJ, what
fact.
you
They
think?
look
What you
good.
think about Noah?
Huh?
No, I said, what you think about Noah? You know that Japanese boy. What you think of the monster?
Yeah, I just said you probably was busy, but I said anyway is he's more athlete than boxer, but he's still a good boxer. He's very good. He's in the top 10 pound for pound for sure. He's just not number one. He's going to be overrated because he's Asian and everything. But at the end of the day, he's really good. I broke down his fight on Patreon. And I was surprised at a lot of the shit he was doing because I hadn't been following him.
Say who
He
you have
he
winning
he
right
Bro,
now?
you gotta watch that Stephen Fulton fight.
Okay, check this. I seen the Stephen Fulton fight. I did some TikTok videos on that. Have you seen Ryan's new excuse for the Tank fight? Well, Ryan has been saying that he had a separated rib. I think I might do a video on that, but Ryan said that the reason that he was proposing the Tank and asking him for his hand in marriage during the fight is because he had a separated rib, and he went to the hospital for that rib before the fight, but he didn't want to call the fight off because of all the money he was going to make. My thing is this: if you go in there injured and you lose because of that injury, you know what you signed up for. Plus, we've seen fighters go into fights injured and still win. We've seen that with Shakur Stevenson in the De Los Santos fight. We've seen that with Floyd Mayweather in the Castillo one fight. So it just is what it is. Ryan signed up for it. But if he really was injured and he went in there, then shout out to him because that's the hard thing to do. And that's a brave thing to do. And he got paid millions for it. So shout out to Ryan Garcia.
Bro, you know another thing they try to tell
Hey,
me
50
about
Brandon,
Inoue?
thanks for the gifts, man.
They try to say he's the second male to become 2-time undisputed behind Crawford, and I tell them they talking about he did it faster than Crawford in 1 year or something like that. But I was like, he
Who?
did it in the
Anyway?
same year. They talking about Inoue. That's why they be
Yeah, yeah,
telling me
yeah.
he. But I'm like, Bud still did it first in the same year that Inoue did it, but he did it first.
All I
Anyway,
know
still,
is
he kind of a hype job a little bit, bro. Like the Fulton win was
Anyway, not
good,
a
but
hype
like,
job. He was gonna have a dancing partner. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Black men, we don't really be walking around 125, 120 pounds and shit like that. Like those teenage weights for a black man. Asians on average they weigh less. No, no, I'm not. I'm being serious. They weigh
No, that's
less
the truth. That's the
and
truth.
they're
no,
smaller.
that's a
It's
fact.
not anything racial. They're men and they're women. They weigh less. They're shorter. They're smaller. Their bones are thinner. So anyway, he's lucky that he's at that light ass weight class. If he was 135 pounds
Oh
naturally,
no, he won't be
he'll
able to
be
do
in the
that.
back of
No,
the shoe. He's really a monster.
I feel like they expected him to do what probably Pacquiao did. He's not gonna go crazy with the weight classes, bro.
No, no. First off, Pacquiao allegedly was on that shit. So
For sure.
there's no way you're supposed to be able to jump up 8 weight class. That's number one.
man, Pacquiao was juicing, bro.
Hey,
I don't care
cuz,
what
thanks for
nobody
liking the
said.
live, man. Huh?
He was juicing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Allegedly, because I'm posting this shit on YouTube. I don't got time for all that extra shit. allegedly there are reports saying that Pacquiao was on that shit. It was from Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder. They both reported that Manny Pacquiao was on that shit. I don't know
Yo, you
how they did
stupid.
it,
You
and the
stupid.
boxing commission wasn't able to see it, but yeah, they saw it.
No, if you really look too though, bro, like the man started getting into like his mid 20s and started going to like 25, 27.
I know, and
Bro, you don't
he had a
just
career resurgence out of nowhere.
yeah. I'm like, bro, who we seen like if you look at Michael Jordan or you look at Floyd in the college or the Olympics, you could tell from far they're gonna be a great athlete in the
That they was
future.
gonna be great.
We didn't see
Pacquiao,
Yeah,
Pacquiao
Pacquiao.
had greatness, but he wasn't supposed to be no fucking 8 time. He had greatness in him, no, but he wasn't supposed to be that damn great. But hey,
Yeah.
somebody named I Love My Girlfriend said Rolly and Pitbull, and he said I low key got Rolando. I got Pitbull. Who y'all got?
Oh, I almost want to say Rolly, bro. Rolly pretty big, and Tank said he punch him, but uh,
That's really a 50-50 fight, man. I don't really know.
it really is, man. A lot of
That's a
people,
60-40, man. I'm
uh,
going with my man Pitbull with the
60-40.
structure and the
I got
defense and the
Pitbull.
aggression.
a lot of people was making it seem like Pitbull was just gonna knock him out. Like I'm seeing comments like he's gonna knock him out. I'm like, bro, you think he
Pitbull
just gonna
probably
step on
Barroso
Rolly?
could have knocked him out. Barroso was older. Barroso had Rolly hurt. They saved Rolly, and Barroso, when you get old, you can't really push the pace. Pitbull pushes the pace every fight. And Rolly is kind of chinny. Somebody said they got Rolly 70-30.
I mean,
Shit.
Pitbull
there's
is like a
always a
little
narrative.
McDonough, so yeah.
There's always a narrative on everybody's last fight. Okay, Rolly, he got knocked down by an old man. Everybody's calling
No,
him
man,
overrated. Everybody's calling
it
him
ain't the
trash.
last fight. Rolly got knocked out by Tank.
Yeah,
Rolly
yeah,
got knocked
obviously.
down. He got knocked down by Ismael Barroso. It's a video of him getting knocked down in sparring. So Rolly is chinny. It's all right.
Obviously
It's
chinny.
not a fighter
But
that's
Obviously
chinny though.
chinny.
That don't mean
Obviously
nothing.
chinny. But
but if
like
those guys got
Yo,
ninety
Tank, you need to
percent,
stop playing and go to 140, bro. I'm tired of this. You need
facts,
to go up to
facts,
140.
facts.
Because let me tell you something
He's
right
gonna
now.
fight Pitbull at one. If
KJ,
Pitbull beat Rolly, or even if Rolly beat Pitbull, Tank gonna go to 140 and take their belt.
KJ, I'm
That's
gonna
the
tell you
plan.
this. If he goes to 140, I'm gonna question
Those he
him
thinks
about the
pretty
Ryan
good.
Garcia fight. I'm gonna question him about the Ryan Garcia fight now. If he goes to
So,
140, I'm gonna question that. Why
hey,
didn't you do that? I don't want to hear no excuses.
is
You
Tank
could have had
planning
the
on
chance.
going up?
What's
Huh?
good, Wicked?
no, I was gonna say,
I'm
if
saying
though
like
if
like you gonna go to 140 then. I mean you gonna go 140 now, but you didn't go to 140 then. In order for Tank to be great, he has to go to 140 and fight all these fighters.
Because everybody's moving to 140. Everybody migrated. Tank should have got him. They talking about like motherfuckers trying to act like everybody is Floyd and Manny Pacquiao and they should just wait until they 30 or 40 to fight. That
No,
shit
no, they
doesn't work.
no.
That doesn't work for everybody. Like Floyd became a global superstar. Manny Pacquiao was a global superstar. Manny Pacquiao was making albums and shit over in the Philippines. Like he not just no boxer down that motherfucker. That
running
motherfucker
for
got his
president
own.
and shit.
He a superstar down there. The Manny Pacquiao had his own basketball league. So
Manny Manny Pacquiao has a whole country behind him, bro. That's
yeah, yeah. So it's
he
like
is
we
the
can't
great
keep acting like
he is the
everybody's supposed to wait
Philippines.
until they 40, man.
But you know what? You know what's so crazy? How Floyd's so smart though. It's so diverse in the U.S. So like countries like where Pacquiao from, they mainly look like him. But the U.S. so diverse. So Floyd being a black man, he had to really build. He had to be the villain, bro. He had to be the villain.
Well, you don't necessarily have to be the villain, but Floyd was great at playing the villain. Because Ali didn't have to be no villain. Sugar Ray Leonard didn't have to be no villain. Right now, we are in an all time trolling section in the U.S. for black men right now. But that's because we living in a very very tumultuous time. So black men are under
Muhammad
attack.
Ali was never a
So
villain, bro.
it's
The
gonna be
media
harder
made
for
him a
him to
villain.
be
I
a
think
fun
for this
loving
era, you
guy
got to be
and
a
make all
villain.
that money.
For this era, like Floyd in his era, he had to be a villain. If he was back in Ali
Nah,
time,
I don't think you have to be that
because who in
because
today's time is gonna be as big as Floyd and not a villain? Who is gonna do that?
yeah, but you don't
I
have
don't
to
think
though.
people should be trying to. I don't think
No,
people
I'm
should be
not saying
trying
you
to be
got
able
to,
to
but to
do
be as big as Floyd, 300 million in one night and shit, like who gonna do that and just be a nice guy?
I don't think people should be trying to be as big as Floyd. Just be yourself. You gotta understand when it comes to this marketability shit.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
gotta be
Everybody
who you
can't
dope.
be
But if you
Floyd. You
try
don't
to
have
act
to be
like you
Floyd.
somebody that you're not, it's not gonna sell.
No, but all the fighters want to get to that money he got to, and I'm saying, how are they gonna get to it? They could be
They're
themselves,
not
but
gonna
I'm
They
just
get
saying
there.
can't. They
marketing.
can't. They can't. They not. And they can't.
They're not gonna get Floyd. Not only
Tank
did
definitely
Floyd
not.
Floyd have the charisma, but Floyd had the dance partner. Floyd had Pacquiao. His other biggest check was Conor fucking McGregor. Like You have to not only do you have to be charismatic, but there has to be somebody there that's also pushing the shit. Like Ali had Frazier. If there's no Ali and Frazier is on the all-time pay-per-view buys, and when you do it for inflation, is number one or number two behind Floyd Mayweather and
Oh
Pacquiao.
no, he
So if
hold on.
Ali doesn't
He
have
didn't have just
Frazier, he
he didn't
doesn't
have
have
just
all
Joe
of that
Frazier
fucking
now.
money.
He didn't have just Joe Frazier now. The 1970s was the golden era for heavyweights now. Let's not do that to Ali.
No, I'm saying if Ali didn't have Frazier, he's not on the pay-per-view records. All of his pay-per-views
Oh, okay, I
was
see what you're
Frazier.
saying. I see what you're
You
saying.
get
Yeah,
what I'm
you're right.
saying? You need a dancing partner. It's not even just about your own charisma. A lot of shit has to line up for you to break those pay per view records.
Yeah,
Even
for
Yeah,
Frazier
and,
sure.
had way more
and when
charisma
you look
than
at Ali during that era, it was the media that painted him as a villain because what the media did, and I think it was really nefarious because when Ali refused to be drafted, right? You remember Joe Frazier got drafted, and so they looked at him as the hero, right? And so they made him the hero, and they made Ali the villain, because of that draft.
Well, Ali was a villain before that. If you a black man, you tell shit how it is. Like if you honest about what's going on racially in America, if you don't kiss ass, stuff like that. Like Ali was calling white men the devil on national television. That's why he was a villain. Like, you're not supposed to do that.
Hey
I
man,
was,
he
I
wasn't
was, I
lying.
was, I was just gonna say that too. Even though y'all say you don't gotta play the villain, Ali wasn't one. I do remember seeing documentaries of people that was in that time, like watching him fight, and they said when he was fighting, everybody hated him for real. They was like, bro, it wasn't until he
Yeah,
got
even black
Parkinson's,
people. They
and
didn't love
then yeah,
Ali until he was old and he was shaking and shit. And
yeah. So
yeah,
I'm like,
was divisive.
he didn't even really try to purposely play the villain. They just got mad at him because he didn't want to go into the war and shit.
no, it wasn't about the war, man. Even if
But
Ali
him
didn't
being
go
black
into the
too, him
war,
being
it was
black.
about the shit he said. Ali said that you shouldn't enter. He said we shouldn't integrate. He said the white woman was the lowest of all women. He said the white man was the devil. Like this is the words that he said, not
Didn't he
me.
say
To
we should keep like
Yeah,
Ali
Ali
separate
said,
too?
but you
Ali
got to
said all of
understand.
that shit.
But that was after he converted to the Nation of Islam. Before that, people don't. First of all, we have to be honest about the media, especially back then. They don't like when black champions are confident. But Ali, he was
Yeah,
calling
that's it.
himself
They
pure.
didn't
He
like his
said, "I'm good
confidence.
looking. I'm the people's champion," and all that other stuff. They didn't like that.
It wasn't no different time back. The shit the same now. Don't nobody if you go around and you say or call people out, particularly white people, but if you call out any other race for the stuff that they do, everybody gonna attack you. Trust me, I do it on a regular basis. Black people and white people will attack you because they was taught that you're not really supposed to speak on these people. They train. So basically, you like a brother with no home training if you do that shit. Or you like a dog that's not trained. So they feel like they gotta discipline your ass. So they discipline Ali. First off, they drafted him. He probably didn't even really get drafted, but that was one of the ways that they tried to discipline him. Another way to discipline him was they stripped him from his boxing license, so he was unable to box.
Yeah, he spoke out a lot, bro. So I would think,
Yeah.
even though he's not trying to look to be hated, he had to have been hated a little bit. Like
If you want to be hated, all you gotta do is say the truth. The most people can't deal with the truth.
that's
Whether it's about
facts.
not even just racial, just period. If you say the truth, you gonna be hated quick, fast, in a fucking hurry.
Yeah. Would you say Mike Tyson played the villain?
Yeah, I might have to block you if you ask me some crazy stuff like that again, man. You said that Tyson played a villain?
I would.
Tyson played a villain, but a
Oh,
lot of
Tyrell
Tyson,
is
a lot
wild.
of a lot of the lore around Tyson was because people knew that Tyson was really kind of crazy.
Tyson is Tyson is really like a that's really like a hood baby, bro. Like that's I think he just came up like he just
But Tyson's problem is that he was hanging out with the wrong crowd.
like
Yeah,
Tyson is
but
an
yeah, he
animal,
was
bro. Like
Tyson. Yeah,
that
Tyson
guy.
had a very very hard upbringing.
Yeah, I think that's what made him like I
Somebody
don't
said
even think
Shakur lame. I don't think he'll ever be a pay per view star. I don't agree that he's lame, but I don't think he'll be a pay per view star either. But at the end of the
Nah,
day,
it's look
people are
in
interested
my
in
in
seeing
my.
him fight Tank and Devin, so he can make money in the sport regardless.
you know how they say you only as good as your last fight. I think if Shakur has like a Jamel Hearing type performance, whoever the next fight, people will forget all about that De Los Santos.
Yeah.
That's why they be saying it because people forget so
Hey,
quick.
Robert, thanks for sharing the live.
If he stop his next opponent or something, say he could possibly get a Frank Martin, somebody cool. they'll forget all about that fight, bro. They'll forget all
You talking
about it.
about if he stops somebody, if he stops his next opponent, they'll forget. But the Frank Martin fight fell through. He didn't fight Devin. He should have fought Devin. So it's not just on Top Rank, but he's also making bad career decisions as well.
He's definitely frustrated, bro. Pitbull Cruz dad said we don't want to fight somebody that's moving around. The
Yeah,
Frank
I
Martin
told
fight,
people that they ducked. They ducked
the
Shakur,
Devin,
man.
yeah.
Shakur should have signed with PBC. Should have never signed with Top Rank, man.
I heard he tried
Somebody
to
said it
make the
right here.
Cambosis,
They
now
said Bud was
Cambosis and Loma
unmarketed.
fighting.
Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the best fighters in the world, was unmarketed by Top Rank. Somebody keeps saying boxing is a dying business. Boxing is a dying sport. Boxing will never die. I hate to break it to you.
I wouldn't
People
say
are
that,
always
bro.
going to gather
That's
around to
true.
see another person
I can't
fight.
stand when people say that, bro. Boxing is never gonna die, bro.
The
No,
UF,
that's them projecting. They want to see boxing die, but really, this is the problem. This is the problem. Certain sports, boxing, UFC, they kind of get away with it because UFC still kind of like a whitish sport. Like, but boxing is masculinity, and boxing is still dominated by who? Blacks and Hispanics for the most part. In America, they are anti-masculinity. They are anti-man, anti-patriarchy, and all that good shit. So they don't really want a sport like boxing to be around because like it's raw. There's no room for none of the bullshit that they pushing nowadays. It's just I'm gonna talk shit, you gonna talk
Yo,
shit.
yo, yo,
Me and
yo. Do you know the
out here, we
controversy?
handle our business.
Yo, you remember the controversy behind what Manny Pacquiao said, bro? Yo, remember what everybody was
What he
talking?
say?
When he was talking about, because Manny Pacquiao, he a Christian and all that other stuff, man. He not with that,
Oh yeah, I don't want to bring that up though right now because I'm posting this on YouTube. But I understand what you're saying. Yeah, Manny Pacquiao wasn't with the different communities and lifestyles. That's his decision. But I don't really want to get into that because it's a waste. Like all they gonna do is probably try to black out this damn video like they did my last video.
Hey, what do you think about that TCL thing? Have you guys heard of that?
What's that?
Team Combat League, something like that. It's like a new boxing league or something like that. That's like
Oh,
coming out. You guys haven't heard of
I
that?
didn't hear about it. I haven't heard about it.
no, I
Yeah,
ain't never heard of that.
they're doing one this year too. It's like one round. It's a team of boxers from like cities. So like let's say LA has a team, New York has a team, Las Vegas has a team. I think it's like 6 weight categories or 8. I'm not sure, but like uh they get a group of a team from that city, and then they're fighting with other cities, right? But you only get one round. One round. Each fighter only gets one round to prove that they're the better fighter to win that round. So it's
That's some gimmicky shit.
like like you're basically forced to like punch like
Yeah, that's
uh
some gimmicky
Damn.
shit. But I mean, hey, it's a market for all type of stuff nowadays. It's 8 billion people in the world.
That man said
Javante Davis is
Javante Davis.
29 and hasn't fought a decent black fighter yet, says Tyrell Sharp. Tyrell Sharp, I agree with you. Tank needs to fight a black fighter. That's facts.
Hey, for the people that be saying boxing is a dead
Yo,
sport,
yo, yo. He did that on purpose too.
Hmm?
the UFC fighters purposely come to fight boxers because they get their biggest payday. If it was the other way around, boxers would be going to UFC to get their biggest payday.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but
Well,
hey,
yeah,
that's on UFC fighters, man. That's
yeah.
on them.
You never see boxers trying to go over there because they not paying enough, bro.
James Toney did it.
Conor McGregor biggest payday was 3 million over there in the UFC. He fought Floyd and was on the Forbes list for 1 year.
He shouldn't have been on the Forbes list. Most of that money went to Dana.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
should have put Dana White on the Forbes list.
Dana White, bro, he's wild, bro. He's really
Wait a minute.
wild.
How did Dana White manage to get all his money? I didn't look at his contract.
Go look it up. Most of the money that Conor made with Floyd, most of that went to Dana. The only reason why Dana accepted the fight with Floyd is because Dana understood that he was getting most of that shit.
Oh
If
yeah, cause
Conor
he.
tried to do like what Ngannou did, um, Dana White wouldn't have been backing him.
Oh,
Dana
okay. I
about his
see.
money, and he feels as though he owns all those fighters in the UFC are under contract. Until they leave the contract, they can't even have a boxing match. It's guys who wanted to do boxing matches, but they couldn't get out of their contract. Somebody said Dana White was Mr. Krabs.
Hey, you know they said Bob Arum made more money than Pacquiao when he fought Floyd.
Yeah, that's what it's about. That's
I'm
why
like,
people don't
bro,
like Al Heyman. Al Heyman allowing fighters to make money that a lot of promoters feel like the fighters shouldn't make, even though the fighter the one who risking their life.
yeah, Bob Arum is
Oh
greedy
yeah,
Hey,
that's
ass,
it.
look.
bro.
All
Hey,
right,
look.
Tyrell.
Hey, look. You
Peace
remember when
out,
Sugar?
man.
Hey, you
That
remember when
was
Sugar?
a little comment.
Hey, you
Hey, he
remember
be
Sugar Ray
wild
Leonard?
for them
He cut
comments,
out the
bro.
middleman, and he was making money himself. A lot of people still mad at Sugar Ray Leonard for that.
Yeah, my YouTube channel is KJITV. But I mean, at the end of the day, um, unless you promote your own fights like Dimitri Salita did, you're losing money. Even though Al Heyman and Floyd did look out for these fighters, don't get me wrong, but the best thing for a fighter is to be your own promoter. But it's easier said than done. First off, you gotta get your licenses. You have to have money already in the bank to have a license because they want to see that you could hold up the shit. You know that you could actually fund the shit. You need agents and all type of shit.
I
So
think
unless
that's
you
what
come
Bill
into the
Haney does,
game with
right?
money, you're gonna have to get a promoter. Right now, the PBC look like a great place to be if you don't want to get used and abused. Yeah, yeah, over Debo. He thought he was safe, man. He kept saying all that weird shit. I got his ass up out of here.
Hey, he was wild in them comments, bro.
Yeah, he wild now. He wild now by himself. Devin Haney and Bill Haney are the only ones that's not letting promoters finesse them. For the most part, good riddance. Only Mayweather fans will miss him. Are you talking about Shakur? No, man. I mean, at the end of the day, Shakur, people remember what the first impression and the last impression. So Shakur never really had a big coming out party, so he never really had a big first impression. Their last impression of him is Edwin De Los Santos fight. So they're gonna try to underrate him, especially because he's a black fighter. Anybody that knows boxing knows that he's really good. Hey, what's
Wait,
up, Knight?
time out. I haven't heard about this yet. Did he retire?
Yeah, but he probably only gonna retire for like a year or something.
Wait. His contract's about to end, right?
Yeah, yeah. So he's gonna go to
Yeah,
PBC.
he about to go to PBC.
Yeah. Somebody told me something. Apparently,
This
if
happened.
TFU getting robbed of his money, most
It's
fighters are
contract
getting
thing.
robbed. It is what it is. The thing is this: they go through the amateur program. They see somebody offer them, look, man, I give you $100,000 advance. They
Listen,
don't read the contract, or they do read the contract and they can't comprehend it. And next thing you know, once they get to their big fight, the $10 million fight, 8 million of it or 7 million of it is going to their promoter, and then 3 million of it going to them. But then they gotta pay taxes, they gotta pay state, federal taxes, all type of shit. They gotta break off their family. They got to if they got any type of gang affiliation, they gotta pay them motherfuckers. Like it's just crazy.
Yo, lawyers.
People take
I
boxing
don't
things to the follow,
look.
huh?
Even though boxers don't make that much money, why don't they? I just want to understand. Why don't they don't try to find a lawyer like a lawyer that know what they're doing, like and just
Most of the time, I'm gonna be honest with you. Most of the time, if you try to go to one of these outside agents, this is the way I look at it. All right, this is how when I wake up in the morning as a black man in America, I understand. All right, because and I need y'all to understand this too. When I say black, I don't want you to think the opposite is white. I'm just saying black as a colloquialism. Because whenever you say some shit about black, white people think you talking to them indirectly. No, that's not what I'm saying. When I wake up in America as a black man in America, I understand that there are men of other races who cannot do some of the shit that I could do, whether it be physically or mentally. You know what that means? That means that if they can't do what I can do, the only time that they're going to be around some of the money I could generate is if they steal that shit from me. So when you look at the NBA, the NFL, boxing, all of these talented black men, they bring their ass into these organizations. They get an agent, and the agent understands. Damn, I can never do this shit. I can never put that ball in the hoop like that. I can never dunk like that. I can never knock somebody out like that. I can never juke somebody like that on a football field. I'm never gonna have this money or this opportunity ever again. So I'm gonna rob the hell out of this black man.
yeah,
And
but the
that's what
NBA they got a
white
players
people don't do.
association.
Because it's a dog eat dog world. A lot of brothers don't know that shit. You understand? They don't know that. So they go in here trusting these white men because that's what they were taught from their mom at home, you know. And we all equal, love everybody, all that shit. So they love everybody, they trust everybody, and then they get the shaft. And you can't even do anything about it. Most of the time, you can't take it to court because it was your agent. You handed them over the keys to your money, to your finance, to your life. And you get screwed. So
Nah,
that's
for
just how it
sure.
goes down, man.
For sure, that be happening on a regular, man.
Yeah. Look at what they did to Dave Chappelle. I mean, Dave Chappelle, look, I ain't even going, we focus on boxing. I don't feel like talking about none of these industry people like that. But yeah, Shakur be back, man. He just got to let his contract finish out. If y'all in here, make sure y'all tapping the screen. Hey, Miguel, your ass been laughing all day, but you like this live. You've been laughing a lot. Backed by Grace, thanks for the follow. But Shakur be back. He come back. He gonna sign with PBC, and shit gonna be on and popping. Devontae God, thanks for liking the live. Everybody that's tapping the screen, thank you.
I think the
KJITV
writing,
knowledge.
I think the writing is on the
Yeah.
wall, man.
Somebody said Shakira. Oh shit, y'all crazy.
These fighters
How
gotta
many
really
years
realize,
before
bro.
he can come back? I don't know. It's on him. He could come out of retirement tomorrow. He make his own decision. Shakur should have fought Haney. Yeah, he should have fought Haney. Now he should have look. That's facts. He made a bad career decision. Demetrius Andre made a bad career decision when he didn't fight Jamal Charlo. Shalom, shalom. He for real retired. Yeah, but he probably only gonna retire for like a year. Thanks, Miguel, for liking the live, man. Haney would have beat Shakur. Possible. I think Haney could beat everybody, but Haney could potentially lose to everybody, just like Tank, just like Shakur. All of these dudes are super talented, so we don't know how the fight gonna go, man. Is this Shakur's downfall? No, this is the beginning for Shakur. Retire. Don't fight no more fights for Bob. And then come
Yo,
sign with PBC.
can y'all hear me?
Better on yourself don't work all the time. Sometimes it backfire. Yeah, that's facts. Yo, what's good? Hafe LaFleur.
Oh,
F
Jaffe LaFleur. Man, just allow me a
Jaffe
second to
LaFleur.
vent
Okay.
real quick. I won't keep y'all long. But it's one thing been bothering me about the boxing community and people who get on here and they talk about boxing and they bring up Shakur Stevenson's name. So first of all, about the Devin Haney situation, no, he should not have took that deal. He should not have fought Devin Haney for 25%. I think one of the outlets said that Devin Haney was scheduled to make, I think, 30 mil off both of those fights, and Shakur would have took home 8. Why in the world would you give Haney and Haney's father the only thing they're looking for is the payday? They are trying to rob the sport, and they already know Devin does not have the skill to compete with these other boxers at 135. That's why he moved up. So
All
that's
right.
first. Just give me a
All
second.
right,
Let me get out the
let me
facts.
answer that. Well, we're gonna do it one thing at a time. Well, check this
Okay.
out. If you the B side, then guess what? You're gonna get less. Unless you could negotiate your way like Terrence Crawford and the A side is that damn thirsty to fight you, you're gonna get less. Floyd Mayweather took less when he fought De La Hoya. Then Floyd became the man. That was Shakur's opportunity. He would have got $8 million. Then after that, he would have been calling the shots. But go ahead and say your next point.
Okay. Because I'll get off track real quick. So that was the money, 25% money situation. Shakur's gonna get that money anyway. Shakur's the closest thing we've seen to Floyd Mayweather in the ring since any boxer. He's gonna get that money. He's gonna get that money. Shakur Stevenson is the closest thing we've
You
seen
tripping,
since
fam? You
Mayweather.
tripping?
Shakur,
No,
the
I am
closest
not.
thing we've
No,
seen to who?
I am not
Who?
tripping. But wait,
Hayweather? What?
because I don't.
Go ahead, Hafe. Or Jaffe, my fault, Jaffe Flair.
I think he might be talking defensively wise, but he still got to prove that against other top fighters like Floyd. But
Nah, man.
his defense is really good.
Was great on defense. Floyd was great all around.
No,
Floyd's
for sure.
offense is underrated, but Floyd had some of the, do you know that Floyd Mayweather is the most accurate puncher looking at CompuBox statistics of all time?
Core
Yeah,
is
in
a
history,
once
yeah.
in a generation
Yeah,
talent.
he's the most accurate fighter ever.
Statistics of all time.
Yeah, he's the most accurate fighter ever.
Statistics of all time. Hafe, you gotta mute the mic, bro.
Wait, hold on. I can't hear.
I know it's
Oh,
a
wait,
damn
my
hold up.
bad.
I'm gonna let him come back up. Hey, Hafe, come back up, bro. I had to kick you out. That shit was fucking up a damn live.
Who just disrespected Floyd talking about? He probably talking about the running. Pablo, you better get out of here with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna let
Jalva.
him back up. Hold on. Let me make sure he fixes his mic.
Man,
Yo, your
the
mic
people that
fixed?
be saying, running, bro, they just want to see two brawlers just punch each other brains up.
Nobody wants to fight Stevenson with his running style. That's why he's retiring. No, that's bullshit. Sugar Ray
No,
Leonard was a run.
no, he's wilding. Who said that?
Haney is the
Sugar Ray
runner.
Leonard and Ali, they
Haney is the
used that
runner.
too.
You can't
Huh?
run in boxing, bro. You can't run in boxing. No.
Shakur was trying to fight a man that's undisputed. It was your time to take 25. When Devin had to go to a different country twice, he was like, "No problem, bro. I'll take 22% because I'm gonna be the
That's
man.
what
I
I'm
know I'm gonna
saying. He
beat
should
him."
have just took the money. He should have took less, man.
Yeah,
This
but
shit, that set his career back.
yeah, yeah, but you have to realize something about Shakur and taking 25%. Why would he take 25% for somebody he knows he is better than? It's not just outside looking in saying, "Oh, I would have took 25%, got the belt."
He has to prove he's better though.
It
But
Do you
doesn't
know what
matter
it
though.
is?
He can't. He
we
hasn't.
all have eyes to see. Anybody with eyes can see that this dude Shakur is way better than Devin Haney. And I just don't like to hear
Yeah, he
people.
may be better than Haney, but Haney proved it. Haney was undisputed. Where has Shakur done at 135 to where he should get the same amount that Haney was getting?
Nobody wants to fight him. He's struggling to get fights because nobody wants to fight him. It's not
Okay, so
because
if nobody
it's
wants to fight you, right? But and then a motherfucker show up and offer you $8 million to fight him, are you gonna take it? This is the biggest opportunity of your career. Like,
no, I'm not going to take it because these people, why do you think Haney is begging for a tank fight? Why do you think Haney is saying, okay, we'll fight anybody? They are trying to rob the sport. Haney has already said in the interview, I am prepared to take my first loss. They both know, Haney and his dad already knows he is going to take a loss. It's only a matter of time. They are trying to capitalize on this undisputed championship that he has right now and title and name and trying to get big fights. That way they can get their money, get their 30, 60 million off a fight and keep going. Who has Haney really fought? Gambosa? You really gonna sit and tell me he looked bad against Loma and Regis, honestly, besides Loma, was probably his toughest fight, and Regis just not really that guy. I mean, we all know that. I'm from New Orleans. Regis not really that guy. Shakur, if you check the tape, he dominates. The boy is doing victory laps in the 12th round. He's not running. He had
right,
one bad
yeah,
fight.
bullshit.
Yeah, he right.
He had one bad fight, and people are clinging to that. They do
Hey, I
not
said
want
that.
to
I
pay
said I
him.
can't judge him off of one bad fight. Other than that, he's been a very great fighter. He's been, especially in the Jamel Herring fight, he looked great in the Jamel Herring fight. And I think that Shakur would beat Tank Davis. I don't know about Devin Haney right now at 140, but this is the thing, man. There's no way
Tank is
around
the
this guy
modern
like
day Zab Zuda, and we all saw what Floyd did to Zab. They
yeah, I feel
Tank
you. I feel you.
Tank
But
don't want to
there's no
Tank
way
don't want to see
around it. He
Shakur.
should have took that fucking fight for the 8 million. Like nobody. You said that no one wants to fight him. Pitbull Cruz ducked him, right? Frank Martin probably ducked him. We don't know. But if everybody duck you and it's a motherfucker that show up with 8 million, you're supposed to take that. That way you get all 4 belts, and now nobody could duck
Okay,
you because you're the man. So he
all
made a
right,
career
just
mishap.
all right. Just let me point. Just let me make this one point. All right, let's say me and you, we both boxers. We grew up together in the ring. We both boxing. You then whoop my ass my whole life. You know you better than me, right? And you come and say, all right, look, I'm gonna give you 8 million, I'm gonna get 32 million. You know it's gonna be a 2-fight deal, so I'm gonna get 60 million. The world's gonna tune in to see me get my ass beat. So we know we're gonna get the pay-per-views, we know we're gonna get the box office. Yeah, you could be undisputed, but we got 60 mil off your back. He's
Cool.
not gonna
Do you
do that.
understand that was Floyd better than Oscar De La Hoya?
Oh, well, I mean, of course. Come on now.
Oh, of course. But do you know Floyd got less money to fight Oscar?
That was personal. Did you know
No,
who's
that wasn't personal.
do
Oscar
you
was
know
a
who
star in
Oscar
the sport.
trainer
Floyd
was?
wasn't.
Do you know
So
who
Floyd
Oscar
had to
trainer
fight the
was?
star to become the star.
Do you know who Oscar trainer was?
Yeah, it was his father. It was his father.
Okay, that was personal. That was a personal ass whooping.
No,
That
I
was
understand.
basically
That's not
that
the
was
way.
Hey,
basically
hey,
that
look.
was basically Floyd.
We not
That was
talking about
basically
the
Hey,
star.
hey, he
No,
said
that
that
was
was a
basically
we
personal
Floyd
ass
talking about
whooping.
saying
money.
that was basically Floyd saying, all right, you got my dad, you still not better than me. I'm still gonna beat your ass with my dad in my corner. And he went out there and he did just that. That was
Who got the
personal. You
most
can't
money? Though.
it doesn't even matter. That was a personal ass whooping. We talking about
Man,
we're
we
talking
talking about
about
money. This is a
ego.
conversation about money.
Okay, even if it's about money, if I'm Shakur and I'm better than you, I'm not taking 25% from you. And I know I'm gonna have to see you gonna have to see me eventually. I don't have to be in a rush to see you. You're gonna have to see me eventually.
Well,
Shakur's gonna
now
stop that
Shakur can't
boy.
get a fucking fight. So,
He can't, and it's sad. It's sad for us.
okay, so that
And
means he should have took that motherfucking 8 million.
no, he shouldn't have. He did the right thing. It's just We can't see him fight. We can't talk about it. And the only reason why I asked to request it live because I just don't like to hear people talk about a once in a generation talent like Shakur and
Yeah,
sit there and say,
I think he like that, bro. I ain't say nothing bad about Shakur.
no, I mean I know, but I'm just when I pass through these boxing chats, they other people do. I wasn't on here long enough to even hear what y'all was saying, but it's just that
Oh yeah, motherfuckers say
it
he
makes me
born. I
click.
disagree.
It
I
makes my
think he could
eye
beat Tank
twitch.
and Haney.
It makes my
Bro,
eye twitch. It
But
makes
Shakur,
my
Shakur,
we
Shakur's
judging him
just a
off of one
diva.
fight though,
He's
KJ.
just a diva. Like the guy didn't get what he wanted. Like everybody knows that the boxing game is crooked and full of BS. So this dude gets to this stage of the game, and then he's pretending like he just figured it out. Like he's being a diva, and then he cried and packed up his gloves and went away.
Damn.
all great fighters are divas, by the way. Any great fighter
Yeah,
you name is a
almost all
diva.
great athletes are divas.
Exactly.
No, that
Exactly.
ain't true, bro. That ain't true.
That's very true.
Almost all great athletes are divas.
Divas, the biggest.
Absolutely not. You got plenty of them that take pay cuts in order to get the job done. Like if Shakur wanted, like Shakur is definitely the bottom side of the money game. That's just the
Terrence
truth of the
Crawford was
fights that he
going to
wants.
retire without fighting Errol Spence if Errol didn't give him 50-50. Terrence was saying shit like, oh yeah, I'm already in the Hall of Fame. I was already undisputed. I could retire right now. If Errol didn't give him
Yeah, yeah,
50,
yeah, yeah,
he
yeah.
would have
Terrence Crawford
fought.
was weak for that though.
Terrence deserved that 50-50.
Somebody said, not gonna lie, I had the best sleep watching Shakur's last. Y'all motherfuckers crazy. Shakur had the
And
best
Bud wanted to
performance, but
walk out first too.
almost
Like
all fighters have at least one bad performance.
that man wanted to walk out first and everything, bro. He was wilding with that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think he really was wilding. Like, Jock has a
Wait, we on Spence or we on
better
Double
than
X?
Spence.
Oh, we on
Jock
Spence.
has a point. Terrence believed he was better.
My opinion about the Spence situation, I think Spence need to go ahead and take that rematch and just go in there and let his hands go. I
Bro,
think what fucked him up was that when he got knocked down in those beginning rounds and he had to pressure Crawford and you pressuring the counter fighter, it was just all downhill from there. He never like when you playing against counter punches, you have to play that scorecard real close. And once he got behind early, it forced him to run into those hands, and he just couldn't. He just had to
Who's
keep
up?
running into him. But Earl is a dog because he kept running into those hands and he fought to the end. But I mean, give him a second shot at it.
it's
We'll
it's
see.
going to be the exact same thing. Crawford is just going to outbox him, beat the brakes off of him. Like Spence is too much of a one-trick pony, to be honest with you. It's just not going to change. Like the guy's just like that was just a complete ass whooping.
Yeah, I don't think
Hold up, you
Erskine going
said
to beat
Crawford
him at
gonna
all.
do what?
Crawford's going to beat the brakes off of him. I mean, oh shit, I probably shouldn't have
God
said that. I was
damn.
fucked up. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, my bad. Like I wasn't trying to make a joke about the car accident.
Look, man, I think that the second fight is gonna be much more competitive because Errol isn't gonna be weight drained. I think he's still gonna lose, but at the end of the day, that motherfucker got a
Bro, but
skeleton walking into the ring.
do
Are
you
they are
think
they are they
but do
going to
you think
fight
the
at a
ass whoop is
heavier
going to
weight?
be as severe as the first fight? I mean, be
Are they
real.
are
Huh?
they are they going to
That's
fight at a heavier weight?
It's gonna be much slower pace.
If they don't fight at a heavier weight, it's not gonna be worth watching.
It's gonna be a much slower pace, and it's gonna be a real boring fight. But that's how you gotta fight Crawford if you're trying to win. You gotta beat him on the points. You're not gonna knock him out.
Yeah,
Well,
Errol
I
definitely not gonna
mean,
knock him out because Errol isn't a one punch knockout guy anyway.
Spence
Or
isn't
you gotta
gonna.
set him up, and I
Spence
don't
is
think
not
he has
gonna
the skill.
outpoint Crawford.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think he got the skill to do that.
Not at
But
all. He's
I
got
know
to. He's got to
Shakur can
knock him
outpoint
out.
him. But
He's got to
He
knock him
just
out.
he just got to really
Time out, time out, time out. You
he just
said
got to really
Spence
get
can
his hands on
outscore
that chin,
Crawford?
bro.
no, I said I know
No,
Shakur
no.
I
can
mean, Spence
outpoint
got a higher
anybody.
work rate. Spence has a higher work rate than Crawford. He always has.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Spence is just. He's
yeah,
too.
yeah.
He's
That's
too
what I'm asking. You
flat-footed.
think
He
Spence
doesn't
can
have the same
outscore
movement.
Crawford?
He doesn't have this. He doesn't have as much of a dynamic game. Crawford's got better movement. Crawford's a switch hitter. Crawford's a better counterpuncher. The guy is
Pause.
just so much
Crawford is
more
what?
dynamic than Spence is. He's got way more
You said
tools.
Crawford is a switch what?
Hitter.
Pause.
Good one.
You said Crawford is a switch hitter. Oh shit now.
The fuck?
Bro,
Anyway,
Canelo is not gonna fight no Crawford, bro. That's not Crawford's not
Nah,
moving
he
up in the
might.
weight
He might.
no,
class.
Canelo would fight Crawford, bro. He'd fight Crawford before he fight Benavidez. I'll tell you that.
I know that.
Canelo
That's
Damn.
why I'm
will.
mad at it. Hey yo, hey check this
Yeah.
out.
Canelo will
Hey
put
look,
Crawford
KJ.
in the morgue, bro.
Hey look,
Huh?
Canelo will end
Hey,
Crawford.
look, check this out, KJ. Look, remember we had this conversation and I stick to it. That man is scared of Benavidez. Benavidez is coming. I ain't trying to
You
hear
know
that.
what though? I'm be honest with you. I
He's
think
scared,
Canelo.
bro.
Listen, Canelo got beat by Bivol. He got embarrassed by Floyd. I don't know if
Yeah, and I
Canelo's
told
ever been. He
yeah,
almost got knocked down by Jose Cotto. He's never really been knocked out or really dropped in a fight.
look,
So I think he's worried about that. But I don't think he
he's
really feels
scared.
his ass
He's
whooped because he has
scared.
ass
Let me
whooped
tell you something,
plenty of
bro.
times before.
I got two comments. I got two comments on
Time out, time.
Canelo
Hold on,
Benavidez fight.
hold on, bro. You got an
Hey,
echo.
I say your mic tripping again, bro.
Look. When we had the discussion about the Bivol fight, right? I said this and I said it now. Canelo should have never been in the ring, but he was too big. Canelo didn't even hurt Bivol. He bit off more than
I
he can
know.
chew. He bit off
I
more than
mean,
he
but
could
the
chew.
Canelo fans,
You
they
should
know
you,
this
you
shit
should
though.
have
But
never
like,
Come on,
been in
bro.
the ring with him.
Canelo beat
But
Sergey Kovalev before at 175 though. So like,
He's
that's like,
not Bivol though.
Yeah,
Bivol is way
hey,
that's
bigger
listen,
than
not
him.
an
yo,
issue, bro.
I
But
gotta
like,
cut
Kovalev
the live short. I
isn't
gotta
a
cut the live
He
boxer.
should
short.
have.
Number one,
He
my
should have
phone died and I
never.
gotta go somewhere.
He should have. He should have
David,
never. I said this.
Leon's, Job
Canelo bit
Flair,
off more than he could chew,
Sabo,
bro.
PS. I appreciate all of y'all, man. Everybody in the chat, I appreciate y'all, man. Everybody that was tapping that screen, I appreciate you. Hey, I'll be going live again tomorrow, so y'all come back up tomorrow. It'll probably be around this same time. Sorry to cut the live short, but I got a little errands to
Shakur's
run.
a baby
All
ass
right.
diva.
All
Hey,
right,
look,
man.
Canelo's
Hopefully,
scared, bro.
replay will
KJ,
be
Canelo's
available on
scared, bro.
YouTube.
Canelo will beat
Appreciate
the
y'all,
brakes
man.
off
Thanks
your
for all the
boy.
peace out,
contributions.
peace out, KJ.